Hello Pisces, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for May 16th through 22nd, 2022. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back. As always, I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you. We'll get right into your reading here. We are, of course, starting out your week bang smack in the middle of some very intense full moon in Scorpio energy. This is the lunar eclipse. So you might be getting some old feelings coming up to the surface. Okay, you might be feeling a little bit tired and drained. Perhaps you're not sleeping too well. Okay, you might just be feeling a little bit off balance. Okay, find a way to connect with nature, to ground your energy. Perhaps even connecting with water of some kind may also help you as well. It's very calming, very soothing, also very spiritual and relaxing. So rivers, lakes, ponds, streams, oceans, okay, or even just a bubble bath can also very much help you in that regard also. Okay, but eclipses do bring about the end of a cycle. Okay, full moons bring about the end of a cycle. You might be making some decisions. Perhaps you're planning on making some big change. Okay, your intuition, trust it. All right, your intuition is at an all-time high. You might be experiencing a spiritual awakening, but this full moon also brings in a big theme of change, release, letting go, healing, forgiveness, all of those things. Okay, but we'd also have Mercury in retrograde, so cautious required with communication, technology. Things tend to go a little bit sideways sometimes with that retrograde energy. So just think before you speak. Okay, maybe think twice before you speak sometimes. Okay, and just be extra cautious with communication for the next couple of weeks or so. All right, and things will go a lot smoother for you. But you may be having there may be some surprises in store for you, because the eclipses and retrograde does bring about surprises, sometimes things from the past. We've got healing the past for you here. I step into my future with strength and clarity. Okay, maybe you need to face your fears. You might be looking to get out of your comfort zone. Okay, or maybe you just need to let something go from your past. Okay, so trust your intuition here if things do come up to the surface. All right, sometimes we go along our day and we think that we've taken care of something from our past, but we develop new things in our world as well, right? We develop new fears or doubts or things like that. So whatever needs to be healed to let go, this is your opportunity to do so, so you can move forward without any baggage, because you're about to give birth, okay, so to speak. I am bringing forth new and dynamic energy into the world, right? In order to bring in the new, we've got to let go of the old. Okay, so this can just be a release of old patterns, behaviors, old ways of doing things to make room for the new. So when we have the giving birth, this could certainly be a big transformational period for you, starting very much starting this week. It may have already started previously. This is part of this eclipse energy that's coming in here, is out with the old, in with the new. Personal growth and transformation, recognizing old patterns and behaviors, okay, or even just letting go of something so that you can start something new. There's a lot of new energy that's going on, a lot of people looking to make some change, and with change comes a little bit of chaos sometimes. Okay, but this is your time for healing, for letting go, to find your inner peace, okay, and to really start something new, like a new life even, okay, or just a new sense of you can come in here as well. So what are you giving birth to? Is this you transforming personally? Are you evolving in some other way? Something in your material world, okay, something in your spiritual self here as well? Or are you feeling creative? Right? What do you want to create? What do you want to start? Okay, maybe you just got some great ideas that you're just waiting to take action on. Okay, you're feeling a little bit creative, you're feeling inspired. And when we have this giving birth energy, this is certainly spirit saying that now is a great time to start to do new things, or to have new adventures, or to create something wonderful in your life, or maybe even just be a little creative. Have you always wanted to learn a musical instrument? Have you always wanted to learn to paint? Do you have some writing skills? Okay, whatever that is, there's some creative energy that's dying to spring forth out of you there. So perfect time for new and improved, perfect time for transformation there also. So let's see, we've got the Three of Wands. Well, hello. Okay, there's something that you want to do, and now is the time to take action there. That Three of Wands. We've got the Four of Wands, so some progression. there and the Tower. Okay, so we do have some big energy coming in here, out with the old to make room for the new. Okay, the bottom of the deck, we've got the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is always quite a little bit of an interesting energy. This is providing some underlying influence. Okay, so you may be feeling a little bit confused emotionally, okay? Or, perhaps you're a little bit undecided. The Seven of Cups is where we have a lot of options, we've got a lot of choices, but there's some hesitation there because there's a little bit of fear, okay? If you have seven options there with you, right? If you've got seven things, if you've got someone threw a whole bunch of things on the table for you and said, okay, choose one. You can only have one of these things on the table. What do you want? And you can't see underneath all of the cups, right? You can't see. It's like that hidden shell game, that walnut shell game, right? You can't see under the cups, right? But you have to make a choice. And you're like, oh my God, I just don't know what to do. What if I choose wrong? And so there may be a little bit of underlying doubts, okay, or a little bit of insecurity, or maybe a little bit of fear, okay. Sometimes we do get that with that Seven of Cups. Some hesitation, right? What if I choose wrong? What if I make the wrong choice? What if I choose to let something go, but I should have stuck with it, okay. So what if I start something new and it doesn't work out, okay. So sometimes we just need to remember here that the world is your oyster and anyone can be good at something. And if we don't make a choice, or if we don't do something, or if we don't evolve in some way, okay, then we get stuck. And that's when Spirit sends us a tower, okay, to give us a little bit of clarity, perhaps. Okay, so if you've been feeling a little bit unsure, a little bit uncertain, a little bit stuck, perhaps, okay, I think there's some things here that are shifting for you, all right? But you could also have a lot of doors opening for you right now here, Pisces, okay? And, Spirit says here, choose with your heart and your intuition. We can only ever make the choices, the decisions for today based on the information that we have, based on our past experiences, based on how we feel, based on how we, perceive something to be, right? And we can only ever make those choices today. We can't predict 20 years down the road in the future, okay? So make the best choice for you in the here and the now, and choose from the heart, choose from your soul, and use your intuition to help you along the way. Okay, so there may be something here that you're imagining or you're daydreaming about, and now Spirit is saying now is the time to get the ball rolling, to make a choice, make a decision, and then do something with it. Okay, so there can be something there for you. However, we do have the Three of Wands coming in here, so you've got some sort of plan. Okay, you've got something that's coming to fruition here for you. The Three of Wands shows that your path forward is clear. Okay, and this is in time and an energy of expansion and growth for you, but it is one where action is required. Okay, you need to take the first step. You need to maybe take a leap as well. Okay, when we take a step, when we take action, we are very much in the driver's seat. Okay, so there's something here that you want to pursue, something that you want to create. Okay, maybe you're feeling inspired. You might have a door of opportunity that's opening up for you here, but you need to take the next step. You need to seize the moment, seize the opportunity, take some action, and move forward. When you do that, okay, you get in this energy here of the Four of Wands. Okay, we're celebrating, we've got both feet on the ground, we've got a good solid foundation, you're committed to your goals, to your dreams, you're feeling good, you've gotten a certain level of success, and you're ready for more. Okay, the Three of Wands can represent travel. Okay, so perhaps you've got some travel plans and you're attending some sort of event. Okay, maybe you're actually traveling to some sort of event or gathering this week as well. Okay, and you just never know what happens when you go there. This can be, this can be a celebration. The Four of Wands, quite often those exciting, those fun gatherings, right? Think of anniversaries, weddings, retirement parties, bridal showers, engagement parties, birthdays, all of those things where a lot of people get together. Okay, so you may be engaging that, but it can also represent things like social networking, doing something for business, something that involves a bunch of people, perhaps, okay, or something that involves some sort of jovial atmosphere. And so you may be attending or even having an invitation to any of those things. But we can also look at this on a smaller scale, okay, is that you've got some sort of idea, you've got a game plan, all right, you're starting to take action, you're moving forward, and boom, here you are taking the next steps, okay? So you're getting something accomplished in the week ahead, okay? The Four of Wands is a higher level of commitment, so maybe you're just really committed to your goals, okay? You're planting a good solid foundation. The Four of Wands is something that is relatively stable, okay? And, but it does bring about a certain level of success and abundance and a cause for celebration. So perhaps you take action on something here and you're getting something done, or you're very much on the right track, okay? But there may be some changes in store for you as well. But the Four of Wands can be a higher level of commitment. So you could be leveling up in some area of your life in the week ahead. Okay. Again, you may have some sort of an offer or an invitation or something that comes in. It is known as the halfway to marriage card. So perhaps some of you have a relationship of some kind that is evolving, that is changing. Excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. A little bit of frog in my throat. Okay, but whatever it is, there's something evolving in a very positive way for you, onwards and upwards. The Four of Wands is known as the 1111 card. So new or improvements, something new or improved in your world, something that you want, something that you're hoping for, something that you're dreaming about, something that you're wishing for. But there's also a big shift for you. There may be a surprise headed your way, okay, with the Tower energy here. Now, the Tower brings about, everyone's scared of the Tower. The Tower is neither good nor bad. The Tower is quite often an epiphany, a revelation, where we get this sudden jolt, this sudden burst of information, of inspiration, of knowledge, okay, whatever that happens to be, something that you didn't quite expect, or something that, boom, hits you like a ton of bricks and comes to light, and you're like, oh my God, I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I see the truth now, okay? But it's one where, your old ways of doing things are gone. They're shattered. They're being removed. You're left with a solid foundation. Hello, Four of Wands. Okay. And you're making way for something new. So the Tower comes in as a big shift, something that is very quick, very sudden, sometimes a surprise, something unexpected, but sometimes something that we knew all along. Okay, so something that gets your adrenaline flowing. Okay, so you may have some surprise that comes in here, all right, and something that you didn't quite expect, but maybe you had your spidey senses were telling you something, and this just changes your world a little bit. Okay, your old way of doing things, your old way of thinking, your old patterns, habits, behaviors, whatever that happens to be, your old way of life is gone, being replaced by something better. So this can represent one door closing so another one can open. This can represent healing the past, letting something go so that something new can come in here with that giving birth. Okay, but it can be something that comes in very, very quick for you. So this can be an internal shift for you. Okay, this can be something internal, something with your emotions, something with your thought processes, your belief systems, all of those things, right? That can be is what's changing, right? It's like, boom, something no longer working for you, out the door it goes, and you've got some growth and something more positive coming in. If you were thinking here, the Three of Wands, maybe you get some sort of an offer, an opportunity, invitation. If you were to use an example of, say, moving up in your career path. Okay, we'll use that one. You got this opportunity here with the Three of Wands, either something new or something improved, right? Perhaps a promotion. The Four of Wands, yes, I've made it. I'm celebrating, but now my world is changing because now maybe I'm the boss, okay? And now I can't interact with my colleagues the same way as I did before. Now I have to do things in a different way, a new way, okay? So it can be things as simple as that when we get that Tower energy, okay? But certainly a big shift in some way in your world ahead. Now, sometimes the Tower is something that's beyond our control. Yes, it can be an ending to something. Okay, it leads you on the path and it clears out something for you to find something newer, bigger, better, brighter, and shinier. Okay, but first you need to go through a little bit of turmoil. So sometimes, yes, that Tower can come in as something that is beyond our control, but you can also be in control of those Tower moments, of those big sudden changes. But surprises and sudden changes come in with that Tower energy, but always, always, always for our best and highest good. Okay, always. The Tower can also be you getting out of your comfort zone, making a quick decision, something that's been lingering, the Seven of Cups, something you've been wishy-washy about, and all of a sudden you're like, boom, I'm done, right? So you can be that mastermind of your own Tower moment there as well, but it may require you to get out of your comfort zone. Whenever we get stuck, okay, whenever we're not taking action, right, Spirit will knock at the door, no answer. They'll ring the doorbell trying to get your attention, okay, trying to show you the way, trying to help you out in some way. You ignore, and then eventually Spirit beats down your door with that Tower energy, okay? So you may have that very quick shift and sudden movements coming in. Your advice from Spirit, the Queen of Swords, is to be honest and truthful in everything that you do, that use your inner wisdom, okay, to help you make better choices. Be honest with yourself, speak your truth, okay? The Queen of Swords brings in a very direct and very honest kind of energy, right? And this can certainly represent that communication may be very important for you in the week ahead. So make sure that you are communicating not properly, but communicate clearly what it is you want. You may have to put up some boundaries. The Tower, okay, can be you just putting up some boundaries, doing something different so that, something improves going forward, okay? It's like, nope, I'm not going to take this anymore. Boom, here is my line in the sand. Now we can move forward and enjoy our day, okay? So you may be putting up some boundaries there, all right? But logic, intellect, and communication may all be the order of the week for you. But the Queen of Swords, I think you're getting a little bit of clarity here through your week ahead, okay? I think you're just seeing the truth of something, okay? And that helps you make a decision or helps you make a choice. Now, the Queen of Swords can also indicate that there is a person around you that has some sort of influence in some way, okay, or they play a key role in your week ahead. The Queen of Swords can certainly represent a female, quite often someone who is divorced or someone who has had, relationships that haven't worked out. They have a lot of wisdom. They're a very mature, okay, but they're also very blunt and very honest, okay, not to be mean or anything like that. It is in the upright, okay, but there may be somebody around you that if you need some sort of advice or guidance or anything like that, or you just want to hear the bare honest truth of something, this is the person that's going to give it to you. This is the person. They don't mince words, they don't beat around the bush. They may give you, if you're like, oh, can I get your opinion on this, they'll give you their opinion, okay, whether you like it or not. They're not going to sugarcoat nothing, all right? But sometimes that's what we need. Sometimes this is the kind of person that we need in our life. It's like, do I look fat in your, if you stand in front of this person, they're very honest, they're very truthful, okay, they're very open, okay, but if you were to say, oh, do I look fat in these jeans, they would look at you and they'd be like, well, they're not really flattering on your body type. I think you probably look better in those pair over there, right? They're just going to tell you, they're just going to be honest with you. They're not going to be mean or vindictive, at least not in the upright, okay? I wouldn't want to piss them off, all right? So this could certainly be someone who is, can give you a helping hand or can just give you that, that little talking to that perhaps you need. So seek out some advice, perhaps. But your blessings headed your way. We've got the Empress card coming in here, so we could certainly have love in the air. And I mean, we do have the Three of Wands and the Four of Wands, okay? So we do have some love in the air with the Empress card. So this could certainly be a time for you where a relationship of some kind is blossoming and growing. And again, here, I mean, the halfway to marriage card, the Four of Wands, the opportunity here with the Three of Wands, something coming to fruition. Perhaps there is an engagement that is here, or some sort of really great news that's a cause for celebration, and then boom, okay, this is a brand new life, okay, this is start of a new adventure. So love and connections can blossom in your world. But the Empress card is also a energy of creation, okay, of, where abundance flows towards you. It's an energy of being open and being receptive, okay, to all kinds of things. So this is a great creative energy for you. This is a time where a lot of positive things, a lot of great doors are opening for you. This is a time of expansion, of growth for you. So take advantage of that. All right. Let go of fears or worries or doubts or anything like that along those ways, because the Empress blossoms grows, things start to come to fruition. If you're looking to start something new, now is that time. Especially we saw that giving birth energy. All right. And sometimes we're just a little bit afraid, okay, or we're a little bit hesitant to move forward with something, especially if it requires change. Sometimes we procrastinate for a while. People don't really like change. Humans are creatures of habit, but change is a part of life, and we need to sometimes embrace the change, right? We evolve. We're always evolving. We're always growing. And if we're not, that's where we get stuck. That's where we get unhappy. Okay, so this is a time of wonderful things blossoming and growing into your life, whatever they happen to be for you, but they may require a little bit of change in there, and change in the way of you're doing things. You may need to let certain situations go so that you can embrace the new. So whatever that is, wonderful things blossoming and growing in your world. Okay, things of all kinds. Your overall outcome, we've got the Five of Wands coming in here. So the Five of Wands, it can certainly be one of so the Five of Wands is a little bit of a complicated energy sometimes. Okay, it is one of competition. Okay, so perhaps there's something where you need to get out of your shell a little bit. Okay, you need to do something a little bit different. Okay, and you could be, if you're looking for a job, say, right, you're throwing yourself out there into the internet. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of people, really competing for the one thing, right? That job, okay, or that love, that romance, right? So you could be getting out of your shell a little bit there with that Tower energy, and you might be knowing that your path forward, okay, those doors are opening for you, and for you to find the abundance and the success and the personal growth that you're looking for, that you need to throw all of your cards out on the table. You need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to engage in a little bit of competition. Sometimes we're scared to do that, right? And a lot of doors open for you when you do that, when you take that step. So you could be doing some online dating, some online job searching, all of those things where you need to kind of compete with other people to get what you're looking for. Okay, but don't be afraid of that, right? Because you got some great communication skills with the Queen of Swords. Okay, and you've got great opportunities blossoming in your world. I have to say another kind of energy here. This may or may not speak to you. Okay, the Three of Wands, right? We've got this action. Okay, we're moving forward, an opportunity, a door, an invitation, whatever it is. The Four of Wands, right, can certainly represent that celebration. Okay, those get-togethers. Okay, can also be your friends and family getting together, whatever it happens to be. And then of course we've got the Five of Wands here as well. Things are changing. Okay, we've got that Five of Wands. Perhaps there's some boundaries because there may be some sort of drama that unfolds for you in the week ahead. Okay, and this is where you might be doing something a little bit different. Okay, with that Queen of Swords. Okay, so perhaps there is some boundaries that need to be set in place, either in your workplace, okay, or even in your personal life somewhere there. Okay, some sort of drama unfolding, and you might need to put your foot down there. Okay, and I mean, hey, if you're if you've got something to celebrate in the week ahead here, sometimes the little ornery people come out of the mix, or sometimes people want to share in your glory, and you're like, back off, Jack, this is my time to shine. Okay, but sometimes you get a little bit of infighting there. Okay, a little bit of discontent can come in there as well. But the Five of Wands can also represent teamwork. Oddly enough, it is one of training and physical activity. Okay, so you might need to get together with a bunch of different people to get some things done. Okay, things coming together in a slightly different way. And perhaps you, with that Queen of Swords energy, perhaps you are the one who is the driving force behind a team of people. All right, you're perhaps being put in charge of, a project or something like that, and you got to get a whole bunch of people together, and you got to get people working together instead of against each other. All right, and that's a little bit of a feat in itself. Okay, so the Five of Wands can represent healthy competition, but it can also represent a bit of teamwork, although it comes with a little bit of drama there as well. Okay, so but here you could also just be throwing yourself out there into the mix with that Five of Wands, but maybe a little bit of a challenge there. But I think you're clearing some air, and I think you're having important conversations. I think this is a bit of a temporary energy, just something there to be aware of. And I think you're going to put up some healthy boundaries, and you're going to figure out how to get something accomplished. I'm going to leave that there for you, Pisces. I hope there was something here that resonated with you in some way. If there was, please don't forget to hit like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I hope you have a fantastic week ahead. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.